We are beginning the lesson number 41. The page the page 13 and the lesson is 41. The Hasulam, the left column, and the line 13 over there, we stopped. We have stopped. That we have learned in this what Rabbi Elazar said that look at the place where all the eyes are hanging from. And this place is the Petach Einayim. This is actually the place where the Malchut rose due to the second Tzimtzum to in every madrega, in every level, in every partsuf, in every world, from the world Nekudim, actually Atzilut, and below. This we must understand and keep in our mind always the direction, the way how the world was created and then corrected, and that everything is in the operational system directed to the making the partnership between Midat Hadin and Midat Rachamim, the trait of Din and the trait of Rachamim, severity and the mercy. So when you have difficulty in understanding or in following the way what the Zohar speaks, just direct yourself to the goal of the creation and the way what is the line in building up the life and how to correct how the worlds were corrected. In the same way we must correct ourselves. And this is also the beginning in this Ot Zion 7, where Rabbi Elazar speaks about this, about the very first place from where all the eyes are hanging, the place where the Malchut rose up to under the Chokhmah, and the Chokhmah is called Einayim, eyes, because eyes are in the head, and the Chokhmah is also in the head, and the place of the Chokhmah is light Chokhmah, is Einayim. And so now this Malchut that rose in the place of the Binah, where Binah was before, and replaced, as it were, the Binah, and the Binah is descended in the body of the Arichanpin, if we are speaking about the Arichanpin. And actually this is the place. This Malchut in the head of the Arichanpin that arose due to the second Tzimtzum. This is the Malchut, and this is the Malchut that the name of which is Petach Einayim, the opening of the eyes. Because through this Malchut, all the Partzufim that are in the worlds that are below receive the light and that's why this is the very place we need to know from where it begins. And this is what he said. We are starting a little bit earlier, but we are going quickly. The line 3 in the left column. V'tamantin tindaun, he says, the Zohar, and over there, where this Malchut stands, you will know. That means in the Petach Einayim, in the opening of the eyes. Shehu HaMalchut the Rosh, that this is the Malchut of the Rosh of Arichanpin. Shamtin da'un hasodazeh, over there you will know, you will come to know this secret. 5. Ech sha'bina bara'a et hazon, how the Binah created the zon. Ki amila bara, because the word bara pirusha means levar mi madregata atzilut, levar, outside of the level of the atzilut, and it means, as we have learned, Atzilut de Atzilut. So the place, you remember, from the head till the Chazeh of the Atzilut is Atzilut of Atzilut de Atzilut. And this and the Binah was the Binah descended out of the head of the Arichanpin, but the Binah in the body of the Arichanpin, so from the pair of the Arichanpin, is now divided into the upper Binah doesn't need the light of the Chokhmah. That means that she feels herself as comfortable as now as in the head, because she is Gar, she belongs to the head, and now she stands not in the head, but the quality of her is the same. She only prefers the Chasadim. She doesn't need the Chokhmah. So with her is no problem. She is in the Atzilut as if she is in the head. Look what I tried to explain. As if she is in the head, because the Masach doesn't work with her. The Masach doesn't have the power. The Masach stands in the peh of the Arichanpin. Doesn't have power on the upper bina, on the aboima, as we call it, because they want only Hasadim, and there was no restriction for Hasadim. And moreover, she belongs to the head. Bina belongs to the head. But even also in the head, she is the same. She prefers the Hasadim. She only wants Hasadim. But the 7 lower Sfirot of the Bina are inclusion of the law of the Zon in the Bina, already from the 4 stages of the Or Yashar. How it comes? I've explained already this, I think. So, but this lower Bina stands from from this upper Bina stands from the Peh till the Chazeh of the Arichanpin, in the body of the Arichanpin, from the Peh till the Chazeh. And she is like head. That's why it is considered that, as it were, the head, as it were, quality of the head, as it were, stretches up till the Chazeh of the Arichanpin. And it means that up till the Chazeh is from the head till the Chazeh is Atzilut de Atzilut. But the 7 lower Sfirot of the Bina, the name of which is Yishsut, from the 7 Sfirot became 10 Sfirot, all Partsuf, or even 2 Partsufim, masculine and feminine, with the name Yishsut. They need the Chokhmah in order to give it to the Zon. And they are, what he says now, Levar mi madrigat Atzilut, from the word bara. And when the second word in the line 6 is levar. Le is prefix, and then or preposition. And bar is in Aramaic is outside. So it means that bara, created, means that it is outside of the level of the Atzilut, means outside of the level of the Atzilut, the Atzilut. Why didn't he write here right away what I said? Atzilut, the Atzilut. Why he says that it is outside of the Atzilut? It doesn't matter, because he will explain it. He explains already here, but I give it a little bit now to the point, just what he probably will later explain. ומתוך שהבינה עצמה יצא לבר מבדרגת הראש דאריכנפין, and due to the fact that the Bina herself came outside the level of the Rosh of the Arichanpin. 8. V'nasta mishum ze levchinat briya, and he became, because of that, as aspect briya, the world briya of the Atzilut. in comparing with the Rosh of the Arichanpin. This is comparing to what is situated above the Chazeh, because as we have said, Al ken he bar'a bahechrach. This is why this bina, that is yishsut, this that is outside of the level of the Atzilut. This is why he created but outside of the Atzilut. Behechrach gam et hazon, necessarily also the zone. Because why? Because the zone, the place of the zone is even lower from the tabur and below. And this is, and always we say, it is the law, or the principle, as we say, as the Zohar says, or Yehuda Ashlag says, that the one adjacent level, above level, creates the lower adjacent level, so next one that is lower than the upper. So it means that the level of this lower bina, Yishsu, that stands in the normal position under the Chazeh of the Arichanpin, this place is called also Briya of the Atzilut, because the general, you see, the general and particular. You remember that everything has in itself is built up as general and particular. And the general level is the Atzilut. All of it, up till the Nukva of the Atzilut. But this place is the Briya of the Atzilut. So this place between the Chazeh and the Tabur creates the zone that are standing from the Tabur and below. This is what he says. Ten v'nasa ha-Zeir Anpin b'fchinat Yitzira, and the Zeir Anpin became the aspect of Yitzira. Yes, the Yitzira of the Atzilut, of course. Under the Tabur is firstly above from the Tabur and below up till the half of the place of from the Tabur till the point till the Parsa is Zeir Anpin, and he is in aspect Yitzira of the Atzilut. 11. Ki hayotze mivchinat Briya nikra Yitzira. Look, why? Because that level that comes out from the Briya, or appears from the Briya, is called Yitzira. Yes, because Briya is one level higher than that what is what appears from the upper, and upper is Briya, is Yitzira. Venukva 12 Nasta b'chidat Asiya. and the Nukva became the aspect Asiya, because she stands from the half, let's say, from the half of the place of the from the tabur, so under the Zeiranpin, and the Zeiranpin is called Yetzirah. Ki kol hayotze mi Yetzirah nikra Asiya, because everything that comes out or appears from the Yetzirah is Asiya. According to this general principle, the line 13, after the point, Amnam ein lahashvatam lebiya mamash 14 שמאחורי הפרסה דאצילות. כי אילו הבינה 15 וזון עומדים למעלה מפרסה, דהיינו בעולם 16 אצילות. אלא הכוונה היא בערך הראש דאריכנפין 17 לבד. ועל כן יש בית מיני ביה. הראשון הוא ביה 18 דפרודה, שנפרדו מכל בחינת אצילות על ידי 19 הפרסה, שהוא הקרקע דעולם האצילות, העומדת 20 עליהם מלמעלה. Look what he says, and learn this principles. You see, the Kabbalah is the teaching of the system that of the eternity, how it works. So we must apply the same language, as it were, the same kind of thinking as to the field of the eternity. And the higher you go, the more general principles or general laws you will meet. This is why I always say, learn the principles, the general principles. Out of this general principle, out of every general principle, you can get billions of cases that you will understand. And on the contrary, if someone learns only that what Binah is going this here or this here, but in another instance is the same Binah, but he doesn't know why it was, but that was in Absolute, but now this is somewhere else, and he doesn't know anymore the relation. He can't place he can't connect these things that are actually have the same underground according to the same principle. So if you learn the principles, you will learn, because here the lower we go, the more how do you call it? Not the destruction, the more dispersion you will find. The more we go to our world, in our world also, the more dispersion of the energies, of the powers, of the laws you will find. They are always there, always here. But they are, as it were, dispersed. And it looks as if they don't work. This is why in all the generations they used to say, but where is the Creator? You see, when one sees only the cases, just separate cases here, and can't connect these separate cases with the laws that are inside of it, then it is necessarily for someone to say, okay, everything is by chance. Everything is just occasionally. It could be another solution. It could be in another way. Why? Because one doesn't see this. It is like looking at bodies, even human bodies. It is all the same. The one has is a little bit fat, more fat, another is more thinny, one is higher, one is this or this or this, but it is all the same. This is why also they make pictures now here from naked people, thousands of them. Why? Because it's like nothing, it's like rubbish. Are that people? People are, a person is inside. And all these bodies is nothing. All these bodies will find their place in the mouths of the worms. All the worms will eat them. They will be eaten because this is nothing. This is not the essence of a human being. This is why they lying on the beach naked, nothing, because nakedness of outside means that someone is also within himself is naked. Exactly, this is the answer. Because one feels from inside is naked, and they are so naked. That's why this is why like this, and then they apply the principles of naked nature to be closer to the nature, to be simple, because not the simplicity, the higher simplicity, only because they are naked from within themselves, and then they apply this also for their bodies. So I'm turning back to this, to the reason why I pointed this out. Learn the principles in the Kabbalah. You will see, you will have the grasping of things, rather than looking at the cases, at the particular cases. You will know also particular cases, but don't be busy with this. I mean, in your study, even in everything, in applying the Kabbalah in your life. You see? And then you will not know, you will not have problems with any disease, with any feeling of that you feel that you are ill, that you feel that your body, you have pain in your body. Why? Because you will know that if I have pain, okay, if I have fallen, if I fall to the ground, and of course that I make some and something physical problem, then I go to the doctor or some other disease that has to do with my body, with my my body, with my physical body. Then I go to the doctor if I can't manage it myself, because this is the Creator has nothing to do with this. The Creator had installed here on earth specialists, doctors. So go to this doctor, because he doesn't involve himself in bodies. But if I feel pain that even in my body, but from inside, and if I know that it is a great thing that I feel it, because this is the feedback with the higher level. For if I not felt this, I would not, it would be a sign for me that from above they don't like me, they don't love me. But if I feel pain, it means that they love me, because it means that the upper level shows me that I am not okay yet, or that I must endure this. And I know that enduring the pain will give me grasping of things, will give me happiness, will give me a peace, extra peace of eternity. Then I will accept the pain gladfully, with joy, in place of the if I would only be moved by cases. Then today I have the pain here, tomorrow I will have pain over there in another place, there is no end of the destructions that the body gives us, the body that is the sitra achra, the bad inclination. Always it will give me new suggestion that I'm ill, I'm sick, I have pain and everything, in order to distract me from the living of the real life. But if you know that the pain is structural, uh, phenomenon that is the feedback, has a feedback function that shows me that where I am, and then is a part of the operational system leading me, enabling me to go in the direction of my fulfilling, then I would accept this with joy and happiness. This is why I always say, and I say because I learned it from my great teacher, learn the principles, and the life and you will experience wonders. How do you call it? Wonders, you say it also in English? Yeah. You will experience really wonders. Wonders will happen to you, not that you make wonders. This is something crazy with this world, because they think that someone can make wonders. They think that someone like a guru, I don't know, can make some wonders. The wonders, the real wonders, can happen to you. Did Moshe perform any wonder? Every wonder he performed, he just did what HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to him to do in the conformity. He made himself in conformity, brought himself in conformity with what HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to him to do, and he did it. But not a person can make wonders.
Wat is miracles? Wat is allebei goed?
Wait a moment, please. I see that I didn't connect with you, with Miriam. Oh, now I have it. Okay. What did you say? Sorry? Miracles. Okay, miracles, yes. Okay, miracles also. Miracles, yes. But don't rely on, expect miracles. Then they will happen to you. But knowing the general principles will bring the healing, everything in you. 20. Yeah. Then we will probably go further, maybe another time. And of course, the right way is to live try to live in present. How to live in present is a very, very hard work to apply this in the everyday life. So we will learn it step by step how to do this. 20. Oh no, I didn't translate yet this piece of the line 13. Amnam. Echter. However, ein lahashvatam lebiya mamash. Look what he says now. Now he explained this, what I already explained about this Atzilut, Briya de Atzilut, everything like the particular worlds in the Atzilut. Amnam, however, ein la'ashvatam lebiya mamash. They are not to be exactly like biya mamash, as really biya themselves. So these levels, what we have learned, like Briya de Atzilut, Yetzirah de Atzilut, and Asiyah de Atzilut, they said, however, they are not to be equal to the Biya, to the real Biya. Which Biya? Briya, Yitzira, and Asiyah 14. Shemi Achoreya Parsa de Atzilut. Which Biya are behind the Parsa of the Atzilut. Yeah, behind the Parsa of Atzilut, we can find the real Biya on their own place. Briya, Yitzira, and Asiyah. Yeah. The back, from the back side of the Parsa. So, Ki Eilu Habina 15 Vezon Omdim Lemala Mi Parsa Dainu Baulam Atzilut Ki Eilu Habina Vezon, because these Bina and Zon. So you remember Bina and Zon Omdim Lemala Mi Parsa, because these, what we are studying now. We are studying now about the Bina and Zon. You remember the Bina, the lower Bina, the Yeshsut that stands under the Chazeh, and the Zon that stand under the Tabur. That they are above the Parsa. What we study, they are Bina and Zon of the Atzilut, that are standing above the Parsa. The Hainu Baulam Atzilut, that means in the world of Atzilut. In the world of Atzilut, there is lower Bina, that we call Yeshsut, and the Zon, they are standing from under the Chazeh, and this Bina and the Zon under the Tabur, but above the Parsa of the Atzilut. Ela hakavana hi ba'erech harosh da'arich anpin, but the meaning is that this is in comparing or ten opzichte van related to in relation to the Rosh of the Arich Anpin, only in the relation to the Rosh of the Arich Anpin. in the relation to the Rosh of the Arichampin, we can speak about the Atzilut, and the Bria of the Atzilut. Va'al ken yesh bet minei Bia, and this is why there are two kinds of Bia, Bria, Yitzira, and Asiya. The first one is Bia, the Pruda, the Bia that is separated. See, the Bia of separation, literally. This is the real Bia. 18. Shenifradu mikol b'chinat atzilut, that are separated from all the aspect of the atzilut, from all the atzilut. Alidei parsa, by the parsa. The parsa separated them from the atzilut. They are under the parsa. Shehu hakarka olam atzilut, that the parsa, that is the karka, the floor of the world atzilut. Haomedet 20 alehem lemala, that stands above them, above the Bia. So this is a real, these are the real Bia, Bria, Yitzira, and Asiya, under the Parsa of the Atzilut. Vahabet hem habia, the Olam 21 Atzilut Gufe, Shehem habina, ve Uzeir Anpin, ve Nukve 22, Shehem levar mi harosh de Arichampin bilvade, ve adayin hem 23 Atzilut, Ela shehaparsa shebagoi meohi de Arichampin 24, shebamakom hachaze shelo omedet aleihem milemala. 25, shemishum zehem nivdalim mifhinat harosh de Arichampin. 26, venechshavim lifhinat guf bli rosh. Klomar 27, lemechusarei mochen de chochma. Anikra rosh mifhinat 28, olam atzilut. Kibaderech klal nifhan olam 29 atzilut lifhinat chochma. Dichlalut dalet olamot abiya. The next page. Yude dalet 14. Hasulam, the line 1. Abiya, the right column, the line 1. Ve'al ken hamechusar chochma nifhan sham leguf to bli rosh. And the next small sentence. Ve'itbaer od lehalan. Point. And now we are returning back to the previous page. The left column, the line 20. So you see, this is also the example of the general and particular. The Bia at their own place is the general aspect of the Bia, and the Bia in the Atzilut, Bria, Yitzira, and Asiya, is a particular aspect of the Bia, because this is not a real Bia. It is a Bia, or as it were, the enclosure of the Bia in the Atzilut. Or every 10 Sfirot have also a Bia in themselves. But then it is in particular, but the 4 worlds on their own place, it is a general Abiyah. So, must learn these things. And only one thing is very great, how the HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. A great thing that if we once realize as this aspect, it will help us tremendously. That nothing exists in the smallest detail, in the smallest object of the creation that doesn't exist in the general, all the entire worlds, or Abiyah. Then if we know this, and if we keep this still in mind, we know then if we are studying about the Atzilut, the same we have in ourselves. We are studying about the Bia, we have this in ourselves. Because everything is built in conformity. And the general, in something that is general, doesn't have something that is, but is, has the same quality, the same thing, the same as the particular. Every particular detail has in itself all the Abiyah on its own level, of course. 20. After the point, V'habet, and the second one, the second Biyah, Hem Habiyah de Olam Atzilut Gufe. This is Habiyah, the Bria Yitzhara Asiya, the Olam Atzilut Gufe, of the world Atzilut himself. Shehem Habina V'Zeir Anpin V'Nukva, that they are, look, Bina and the Zeir Anpin and Nukva, Shehem Levar Mirosh, look what he says, that they are outside of the Rosh, of the head, of the, that they are only outside of the head of the Arich Pin. You see, he speaks about now, about which Bina, about the lower Bina. Lower Bina, that is standing under the Chazeh. They are outside of the head. Look what he says, because we have learned that Aboima, as if the place where Aboima are standing, this is as if the head is ends with the Chazeh, because Aboima are, as I've already explained, Chasadim, they want Chasadim, and they are Gar, they are belonging to the 3 upper Sfirot, even if she is outside of the head. So it means that the head, as it were, ends with the Chazeh. It means, what it means? That means that the Masach is working rules only this place, from the Chazeh and down, below. And this looks like this place, Chazeh, looks like Parsa, under the Atzilut, where the Binah, the Binah of the body, the Binah and the Zeir Anpin and Malchut came out of the Atzilut, from the Binah, from this that came out of the Atzilut, became Bria, from the Zeir Anpin became Yetzirah, and from the Malchut became Asiya. And also here in Atzilut we have Binah, Zeir Anpin and Nukva, that Levar 22, that are Levar Me'arosh the Arich Anpin Bilvad, that they are only outside of the head of the Arich Anpin. It means under the Chazeh. Ve'adain hem Atzilut, but look, and still they are Atzilut. It is they are standing in the Atzilut. Only in relation to the head of the Arich Anpin, that stretches, as it were, qualitative up till the Chazeh, they are outside of the Rosh of the head of the Arich Anpin, where Atzilut, the Atzilut is. So that they are like Bia, and the Yishsut is like is Binah, is like Bria. And that was the wondering of the Rabbi Elazar. How is it possible, he thought, that because it is, the Torah speaks about the bara, mi bara eile, the word bara. So it means as if it is already under the parsa. How it's possible to create the world, Zeir Anpin and Nukva, with this, in the Bria. But then he works and he realizes himself that it was Bria, it was outside. Yes, but it was outside of the head of the Arich Anpin, but still in the Atzilut. This is the discovery. And this means that this Mi bara eile, we will learn who is me. And now, so he realized then, bara, that means outside of the head of the Atzilut. It means from the place of the Yishsut. That means then mi bara eile, mi means who created these ones. It means that me must relate to the Yishsut. That Yishsut, bara, Yishsut stands in the bara, in the Bria of the Atzilut. And the Yishsut creates Eile, and Eile that zone of the Atzilut, that everything, all the act of the creation is involves the world Atzilut, but under the Chazeh of the Arihanpin. You see what discovery makes Rabbi Elazar. And what we are learning now is not that he tells us that, look, that was once that I was sitting learning and that was happened to me. No. At the point at which we are learning now, this creation of Eile, of Zon, by Yeshsud, this is what at this point of reading, Rabbi Elazar always, from generation to generation, always when we are learning this, he perceives this, and let us perceive with him the same powers and the same grasping of this, of things that he grasps in this order. So they are still in he said, this Zeranpin, Bina and Zeranpin and Nukva, that in the Atzilut zijn, or Yeshsud and Zon, are in the Atzilut, they are still in Atzilut, and not under the Parsa of the Atzilut, 23 after the comma. Ela, שהפרסה שבגובה מאוהי דאריכנפין. But, look, that the parsa, not the real parsa, this is also important to know. Again, general and particular. The general parsa stands under the world Atzilut, under the nuka of the world Atzilut. But you see that this Chazeh, the place of the Chazeh, of the Arihanpin, of the Atzilut, this is also a kind of parsa, and this is also what that he calls this also parsa, but that the parsa that shebegoi meohi the Arihanpin, that within the internals of the Arihanpin, like how we call it, the internal organs. This is, I mean, that internals. That within the parsa, that within the internal organs of the Arihanpin, Shebamakom Chazeh Shelo, that the parsa that stands in the place of the Chazeh, of his Chazeh, Omedet Aleihem Milemala, stands above them. 25. Shemishum Ze Hem Nivdalim, that because of that they are separated, Michinat Rosh the Arihanpin, from the aspect of the Rosh of the Arihanpin. That is, you see that up till the Chazeh, 26. V'nechshavim lefinat guf, and they are considered as an aspect guf, body, bli rosh, without rosh. Klomar, that means 27. Le mechusrei mochin de chokhmah. If there is no rosh, if they have no rosh, I mean in general aspect, because of course Yeshsud in particular aspect, everything has rosh. I mean Yeshsud has rosh in itself, but in a general aspect, they are without all the in bina, this lower bina, and the Zeranpin and Dukva, they don't have rosh, because they are standing under the Chazeh of the Arihanpin. And this means that they lack the mochin of Chochmah, because mochin of Chochmah you can get from the Rosh. Hanikra in Rosh, that is called Rosh, Michinat Olam Atzilut, from the aspect of the world of Atzilut. They don't have this Rosh. I mean, the Parsa separates them. But because the world Atzilut, in general, he says it's also Baderach Klal. 28, the fourth and the third words before the end of the line. Baderach Klal, this is how we call it in general. Because in general, the world Atzilut is considered Levchinat Chochmah as Chochmah. You see, all the world of Atzilut, even the Binah and the Zeir Anpin and Nukwa, who are now in a particular aspect of the in relation to the head of the Arich Anpin that ends with the Chazeh, that they are out of the head, and they are considered without the head, and in this, and therefore without the Chochmah in the particular aspect. But in the general aspect of the Atzilut, Atzilut in relation to all other worlds, is the world Atzilut is all Chochmah, ki Baderach Klal, because in the general way, so it means the world Atzilut in relation to all other worlds. Nivchan Olam Atzilut, the world Atzilut is considered as Chochmah. It delivers Chochmah to all the worlds. Is Chochmah Dichlalu Dalat Olamot, Chochmah of the totality of the total of 4 worlds, for Abiyah. So all these worlds get the Chochmah from the Atzilut. You see how it is important, the particular and aspect and the general aspect. In everything you must apply this. The next page, Yud Dalet, 14. Hasulam, the right column, the first line. You see, you see this phenomenon that always is like this, that the last word of one page of the previous page is repeated in the next page, repeated as the first word. It's always like this. Also in Talmud, in all the holy books, I mean, like Zohar and the Talmud, it is like this. Why? Because you see why it is like this. First of all, in order not to mix up the pages or this, then you have this as connecting word. Abia. So this Chokhmah that is the world Atzilut is considered as Chokhmah for all the four worlds Abia. Line 1. Ve'al ken hamechusar Chokhmah, and this is why hamechusar Chokhmah, the lack of the Chokhmah, Nivchan Sham, is considered over there, leguf bli rosh, as guf bli rosh. So the lack of the Chokhmah in the Atzilut himself, in the particular aspect of this Yishsud, Zeiranpin, and Nukwa, considered that they are guf bli rosh, without head. But of course, in the general aspect, all the world Atzilut has Chokhmah, from the Keter till the Malchut. Veit Ba'er od le'alam, and it will be explained more further below. What is this place that is within the internal organs of the Arihanpin that is called Chazeh? This is probably a right way, just a little bit to mention this, to give some explanation on this. Look, it is like in the human being, in the body of a person, that above his chest, as it were, up to the chest, there is a system of the. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the English terminology of anatomy, anatomical terms, but above up till the chest about is the system of the Luchtkanal, of air transportation. Yeah, air transportation system. Huh? I don't know. But, yeah, how do you... Gonkes. I don't know. But, bronchus, probably bronchus, yes. Probably bronchus. Where we have these lunge, we have two lungs, yeah? Two lungs. Lungs also belong to the upper place, upper system that is in comparing to compare with this above the Chazeh of the Arihanpin. And then we have the Parsa, this Parsa of the Chazeh. This is like, how do you call it, peristatica. So word is from Latin, peristatica. This is the, it's like, makes movement like a worm does, like the serpent moves, that one part first goes, as it were, forth, and then behind, and then back, forth and then back. It's like accordion, if you see like accordion plays, one takes it, this accordionist, he takes two pieces, he stretches accordion, and then he puts it closer to each other. This is how this peristatica works. This is a technical term, if I remember. Peristaltic. And this is like, works like this. And under this peristaltic, the function of this is to take, as it were, from above and to give it to the under. And under the system, that under this chazeh is, or this peristaltic is, peristaltic movement. So this is the system of the food vertering. So all this digestion is all this digestion system, all these canals where the food is going. So of course, look, which of these two is higher, qualitative? Everything is necessary. But if you take the bronchus, or these lungs, you see it deals with air, is how do you call it, is cleaner than what is under the peristaltic, that is mixed, all this mixed fluid mixture of what is eaten, how do you call it, and all this must go to the stomach, everything. So this is how to see how it works. And this is due to the second tzimtzum. So is also a human being is built up according to this second tzimtzum. And it means that from the lower, that is under the peristaltic or under the chazeh, must takes, how do you call it, absorbs from above the chazeh. Just to give you the impression a little bit how it works, and this is why also in general, every Partsuf is divided in two parts after the second tzimtzum. Above the chazeh and under the chazeh. Above the chazeh we have the head and the body, and under the chazeh we have nehi. So in this way we are working like this also, that from under the chazeh, the man, we must raise the man up to the higher, to above the chazeh. And then this means as it was a kind of compression. And then from above, above the chazeh then is getting correction, and then from above the chazeh it is pushed again to the place under the chazeh, but with additional correction. It means that that thing that pushed is from above the chazeh to under the chazeh. This additional condition, additional state, over there, this chazeh doesn't stay on the same place when it was standing before in the previous state. It is extra, but we will study this. But just to get some extra things that you understand that everything is what we are studying is connected to. We can find it everywhere, even in the anatomical structure of the human being. Because we need to eat, we need to drink, the body needs to be sustained in order to enable to not distract a person from his spiritual work. Like we are, like you cleanse your dresses, your costumes, your shirts, you need to do it. So do we need with this body that we received? We have received this body from the unclean, the system of the unclean powers. This must be you must always realize yourself that this body has nothing to do with your inner, with your spiritual being. It is connected to each other in order to enable a person and in order to work here on earth the spiritual work. But there is no such a thing like to bring these two in harmony. All the world is crazy of wanting something that is wishful thinking. Because it's impossible to unite in the marriage someone who is blessed, like the spiritual part of a person, with someone that is coarse, like the body. And as soon as you realize this very, very profoundly, then the sooner you will be released from strange avodah zarah, from the strange service, as we call it, from things that are not reality but the wishful thinking. And this is why that a person gets all the troubles, because he does things that are not related to the objective system of powers and the operational system, how it functions. But a person wants to live a life like he wants or she wants, with own perversive mind. Perversive, perverse, not in the sense like we are saying like here, but perverse in relation to the true operational system. What do we need? We will not go further. What you would like to? We have several minutes. What can we speak about? What do you think? Yeah. What? If someone is born with what? No. Oh, look. If someone is born with physical problems, let's say that someone is born with a polio, yes? Or just or doesn't matter what kind of diseases one was born like this. One can't walk. One has how do you call it? The hands are, as it were, doesn't move. Paralyzed or all. One must understand, and this is also here is the same principle. You must apply the general principle, and not just your feeling towards this person. How it's pity with it, to have pity with this person. If you have pity with this person, it means that you say Hakadosh Baruch Hu did something wrong to this person. He enabled him to be like all of us, because he enabled him to move normally, to dance, to do all the normal things. We must believe for 100%. And this is, I say to you, believe, because later you will understand this. And then you will understand this, that this is a great bracha, a great, how do you call it, blessing. Whether a person is born like polio, paralyzed, or blind, or can't speak, mute, yeah, or whatever disability a person can have in our eyes, in eyes of someone who has all organs on their own places and they are functioning well. That this is a great blessing that a person is born like this. Why? You must believe again before you understand the necessity that that every person gets the body, physical body, look, first of all, the soul, look how it happens. First of all, when the body is made, look how it works. When the father and mother makes a body, and this is an embryo, just it is not just as it the seed is the masculine and feminine now together. Then immediately above the HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, not the angel, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, the Creator himself, applies which neshama descends into this beginning body. How? He knows the history of the soul. He knows everything. So he let descend this neshama that exactly suits to the body, into the body that exactly suits to the, not to the body, the neshama is descended to the body that, which body is exactly suits to this neshama to make all the necessary corrections of the neshama within this body. Because not the body is created, but the neshama is created. Not the body is prior, but the neshama is the person and not the body. So it means that the person, that the neshama that comes in the body, let's say of someone who is polio, needs such a body in order to this is actually the most perfect body for this correction of this soul, of this neshama, that this neshama is sent to this world to perform it. So that it means then that everybody receives his particular body that is the most efficient body that someone may have in order to enabling him to to make all the necessary corrections to his perfection. We see only the moment. This is also the same what I had spoken about the general and particular case, or in general to look in eternity and to look at cases in our world. When you see someone, you see, oh, what a pity someone is in the without is paralyzed. What a pity like this. It comes because if you say like this, if you feel even like this, then it means that you already wrong in your grasping of things. How? You will learn.